So after passing the physical test for the Norwegian Coastal Ranger Commando, there was still a lot I needed to go through before I could join them on a boarding mission. This is one of the toughest elite units in the Norwegian Armed Forces.
Hi, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet, and last week I reacted to Magnus Midtbø when he tried to join the Norwegian Coastal Ranger Commandos. He had to take all these tests and he smoked them. He did an awesome job. So this week we're reacting to him actually getting to go on a mission with these guys. Let's get to it.
So after passing the physical test for the Norwegian Coastal Ranger Commando, there was still a lot I needed to go through before I could join them on a boarding mission. This is one of the toughest elite units in the Norwegian Armed Forces, and boarding hostile ships above the Arctic Circle is one of their most dangerous tasks. No civilian has ever been allowed to join a boarding mission before, and this video had to be modified not to reveal the tactical procedures involved.
Just something interesting is that even though this is a screened and elite unit, it is actually not considered to be special forces. Norway only has two official special operations or forces, and that is the Navy Special Forces and the Army Special Forces. The Navy one is very similar to the US Navy SEALs, whereas the Army one is kind of like a combination of the US Army Rangers and the Green Berets.
What we're about to do now is we're going to conduct some basic CQB training. We have our set of procedures, but we don't want to show all our procedures.
Right, because that's classified, how you move and stuff.
Yeah, say we want to enter this room.
Right.
We don't know what's behind it.
So, do I have to load first? What's the...
First you have to put the magazine in.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
All right. When we enter this room, we want to enter it quickly.
Yeah.
And I am ready.
Yeah.
I will just pinch your shoulder.
Okay.
And then you will just open the door. This is what you can call a pull door. So it goes outward. When I open the door now, a step back, and then you enter. And when we enter, you have to follow and you have to go the opposite side, which I'm going. All right, when we enter the room, you want to take your corner and you start scanning in the room.
So if you've noticed on Magnus's first try that he actually walked into the room and then he kind of scanned to the right a little bit, missing his corner, which is a danger area because someone could have shot him if they were there. What he should have done was walked into the room and immediately had eyes on that corner and then scanned to the left.
Gå litt lenger inn i rommet.
Okay.
Engasjerer. Trussel, ny trussel.
Notice him just there. He was holding his weapon and I guess high ready, and he was being very careful not to flag his buddy. So that's a good thing.
Gå tom. Få pistol. Oi.
Jeg har ikke magasinet.
There's paint rounds?
This is a hooligan tool.
Okay.
And it's used to pry open doors. I want to turn around and pry this door open.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be exposed to that.
Okay, so you want to be in.
Yeah, so you want to roll back and get somebody to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you get to go with the guys now.
Yeah.
And just try to put it all together.
All right, well, I'll try my best. Yeah, this is a flashbang, so at some point we have to throw this into the room. I feel like I already know how to use this because I play a lot of Call of Duty.
That's what they all say.
Good. Good.
So I think Magnus did a great job with that, and I have actually done training just like that before. And when I was in the Republic of Georgia back in 2008, it was when the Russians invaded Georgia, actually. But I had the opportunity to pull medical coverage as a medic, as the Green Berets were teaching the Georgian army all these CQB tactics and room clearing, and it was a lot of fun, actually.
So you're going to take me through the basics of hand-to-hand combat, right? Because this is something that we might have to use on the mission, right?
That's correct. And then also we'll do some hood cases in the end.
So I'll get a hood over my head. Okay,
That's
cool.
right. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we want to include the hook.
Okay.
One more.
Yeah.
The U.S. Army calls
Okay, now we
our...
want to use the jabs, the hook, and then we want to do the uppercut.
Okay.
Okay?
The U.S. Army calls our style of fighting
Nice.
combatives. So what do they call their style of fighting?
Nice. Now we'll move on to use our knees and
Okay.
our feet when we kick. Okay?
Yeah. So I hold you like this?
You take both of your arms, wrap around my clothing,
Yeah.
pull me over, then
Yeah.
you shove your knee into the foe spine here, okay?
That's a lot of power.
Push kick.
Okay.
You will hit with your heel
Yeah.
and aim as high as possible on your opponent.
Okay.
So it will look like this. Remember your guard?
I'll guard, yeah.
He says he does not have a lot of lower body strength, but as you can see, he really does.
Nice. Now what I do, I take my left arm, I'll get in the elbow crack here,
Yep.
and you tap on my leg, okay?
Yeah.
Chokehold.
Good. Yeah.
That's a nice choke.
Yeah.
And then we'll do from standing position.
So you have to be quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about the element of surprise.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
And it's good. Choking is a way to control the situation, right?
Exactly.
Without hurting someone.
Yeah. And now we want to practice how you can defend yourself if you get in a choke situation.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you will take your cheeks and push them down towards your chest.
Yeah.
And then you will take your arms and pull them through the arms of your opponent to create a space for you to breathe.
Yeah.
And then you will twist your way out of it.
Yeah. So it's about being quick, like realizing that you're about to get choked and getting a hand
You have
in.
to act quick to get ahead of your opponent.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so
He was actually quicker than the commando.
I find myself in this position. I want to use my hands and dig down here, put my cheeks down to my chest, get low, and then I'll shoot my hips out and then roll you over, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. Nice throw.
Okay?
Yeah.
Try to protect yourself first,
Yeah.
then get a bit low,
Yeah.
and then shoot your hips out and roll me over, okay?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now we'll move on to the hood cases, where we'll put you in a situation where we will see your primarily instincts.
Okay. I guess there's a right order of doing things. I'm interested to see how I will react because I've never tried anything like this before. A little bit nervous, actually.
You are on a ship, and you are separated from the rest of your team.
Yeah.
So you are on your own.
Okay.
So when the hood goes off, the case starts.
Yeah.
And then I want you to solve it how you seem it appropriate.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
He will have an opponent here who will set an rear choke on Magnus when the hood gets off. And then we want to see how he reacts.
Create distance.
Get down.
Good.
Down on the ground, hands to the side.
Break! Can you talk us through what happened when the hood...
Yeah, so the hood went off and then I got choked and I tried to get hands in and kind of throw him on the side and then create some distance to get my gun up and then told him to lay down on his stomach, hands to the side. I think that's the most unharming position that he can be in.
Perfect, and you checked your surroundings as well?
I feel like I checked my surroundings because I was aware that there might have been more people in the room.
Yeah, that's nice. Perfect, that was a good test.
Thank you.
Okay, the next case we will put Magnus through is a different scenario, but he's still on a ship and he will be separated from the rest of the crew. But this time we will have an opponent from a further distance equipped with a knife, and he wants to attack Magnus, and then we want to see if he defends himself.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Good.
Break! Okay, Magnus, how did that go?
I mean, I don't think there's any chance I could have saved his life.
What impressions did you get when the hood went off? What happened?
The first thing was that I heard a sound, like an electricity, I thought first, yeah, that's, and then I saw his knife, so I saw that he had a weapon. I tried to look around because he was far away, so I had time to look kind of around to see if I was ambushed on either sides. And then he was running closer to me and I told him to get on the ground, but he didn't obey. So, and then I tried to move out a little bit, out of the way, and then he still came at me, so I shot him 2 times, I think, in the chest. Yeah.
So you used self-defense?
Yeah, I would say so.
That was good. As the case was constructed, we had an opponent with a lethal weapon, and he wanted to attack you.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to see how you reacted and how you responded.
Yeah.
So it's a good test as well.
Thank you. Ja. Bra jeg ikke bommet på vesten ennå.
Ja, det var bra det.
Ja.
So beautiful. But yes, he did a really good job, and I'm glad that they actually did a little AAR or after action review talking about how each test went. So I think that's great. Army Combatives Level 1, that was the course that I went to and I was certified in. We never did any of the standing stuff. All we did was on the ground training, but it's still a lot of fun though.
All right, so this is the final practice before we are going to do the real mission tomorrow. We're going to go out on these ribs. These are some of the fastest boats in the world. We have about a 40-minute ride to get to the boat, and we're going to board a ship that's standing still. So this is only practice for tomorrow. And we don't know if there are any enemies on the ship, but the mission, or the practice mission, is to take control over the ship.
I love the cinematography. He does a good job with the editing, and they do a great job filming all these orcas.
So now we're gonna move in formation. Even though I practiced a little bit, I still don't really know how to do it. So I'm just gonna follow these guys and try my best. I feel really badass though, I gotta say.
They all have very good muzzle awareness. No one's flagging anyone.
So there were no enemies.
They saw us coming.
They saw us coming.
That's good.
Yeah, can't blame them. I mean, we looked pretty badass, so. So how did that go?
Well, Magnus, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. I felt super badass. I felt like I was playing Call of Duty in real life.
Yeah, you were
walking
good.
around the ship. Yeah.
But the real deal is tomorrow.
The real deal is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we do this like a proper mission. We're gonna bring the dogs.
The dogs.
Yeah. So we, since we bring the dog tomorrow, we want you to say hello to him already today.
Like pet him or?
Are you nervous?
I'm pretty nervous, yeah. He keeps telling me that it's going to be so painful. On impact, it's going to be intense pain. That's what he said.
Show hands! Get down!
I don't want to get down.
Get down! Get down or we set the dog!
Oh!
Ah, Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness!
Oh, that would still be scary. Even with the suit on, that would still be scary.
Hands up! Sleep! Sleep!
That is a very strong dog. It felt like the teeth were going through the suit. Like I could feel his mouth kind of in my arm. Just imagine encountering that dog without this suit. But luckily for the mission, the dog will be on our side.
So I'm not sure what kind of dog that is. I want to say it's a German Shepherd, but I think it might be a Belgian Malamute or something. I'm not sure. If you know, please drop it in the comments.
Mission CRCDO is conduct boarding operations on target Senja in order to detain key leaders and neutralize smuggling operation in NI 001 no later than 03-1600 Zulu. Any questions?
Zulu is Zulu time. It used to be called GMT or Greenwich Mean Time, but now it's called Universal Coordinated Time, I think.
Good.
I don't know, there's a lot of things to think about for me because everything is so new. There's a lot of techniques and protocols that I have to follow. So I've been trying to go through it in my head, but it's difficult because I don't really know what we're gonna encounter out there.
I wonder how many cameramen he has with him. Like how many cameras. Ah, for the dog. Oh, look at the dog's kit. Oh, that's awesome. That little helmet thing.
just killed 2 enemies, but we don't know how many are on this ship. Right now I'm just doing as I'm told. I'm holding this position, but I think we're gonna move up eventually.
Did you see his muzzle awareness? If he turns a corner and his muzzle is exposed, then he kind of gives away his position and the enemy can see him. He actually waited to the right moment before he actually brought it down. So he definitely paid attention to the training sessions. What is that? That tank on his back?
Now we have control of the bridge of the ship. So now we need to get control of the machine room. So we have to be on high alert and be ready for more hostiles.
Okay.
Yeah, so what is that tank right there that's on his back?
And we'll bring the dog so we can search for contraband in the machine room.
The dog looks so happy to be there. So excited. He found something.
Alright, so the dog found explosives, right?
Yeah, in the engine room.
So mission complete?
Yeah.
Mission complete.
It confirms the suspicion we had.
Yeah.
So we'll deliver the boat to the police.
Okay.
They'll take over from here.
Right. Cool. Well, that was my first ever mission. And it was successful. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks. So how do we get off of this boat?
Yeah, we'll go back to where we enter the boat and we'll set up a rappel rope.
So military police or the actual city police? That's the question.
All right, so I think that's a wrap. Mission complete. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
So that was a lot of fun, and you could tell that Magnus had a great time, and he really did put a lot of heart and effort into it. And he actually reminds me of another YouTuber called Michelle Care, and she does all these awesome challenges, such as going to the police academy and even trying Marine boot camp. And she's also very humble, and she puts her heart into each one of these challenges. If I do react to one of her videos, I'll put it right here for you guys. And until next time, I'll put another Magnus video on the screen for you guys, and that's right here. Thanks for watching, and please smash that like button.